Military leaders have renamed streets and monumentums bearing French names in the latest move to cut links with the country's former colonial power. This is awesome. Yes, because you cannot tell me that in France, that former leaders or people from Niger, their names are being named after streets in France or being named after monuments. So it means that every day Niger is taking steps to cut off everything that will remind them the time they were under these imperialist chains. They are trying to erase everything that will remind them of their wicked colonialist. Yes, it means that they want to move totally, completely far away from everything that reminds them of their colonial masters. Avenue Charles de Gaulle in the capital Niamey is now Avenue Djibo Bakary in honor of Nigerian politician who played a key role in the West African country's struggle for independence. Most of our avenues, boulevards, streets bear names that are simply reminders of the suffering and bullying of our people endured during the ordeal of colonization, said junta spokesman Major Col Abderrahim Amaud. So they are right, because the more their people see their streets, their monuments being named after these people, it has a way of reopening the scars that they are trying to heal from. Niger's relationship with France and other Western allies deteriorated after President Mohamed Bazoum was ousted in a coup last year. Like its military-led neighbors Mali and Burkina Faso, Niger has courted Russia for military support as a jihadist insurgence threatens the region, and the three countries have clubbed together to form what they call the Alliance for Sahel States. Under Bazoum, France had more than 1,500 troops stationed in Niger to help fight jihadist groups linked to both Al-Qaeda and Islamic States. They all withdrew by the end of last year. A ceremony was held in Niamey on Tuesday to mark the various name changes, including Avenue once named after a French general. Can you imagine? So it's a wonderful one. Niger is doing very well. As well as the war memorial that was built to remember those who died in World War I and World War II. It now pays homage to all civilian and military victims of colonization to the present day. Charles de Gaulle was a soldier and a politician who formed the French government in exile during World War II when the Nazi German forces overran France. He became the leader of the Free French forces. Many Africans in French colonies volunteered to fight for the Free French forces, though many were also drafted into service. Until today, those Africans who volunteered to fight with the Free French forces when the German Nazis overtook France, most of those our French-speaking brothers and sisters up to today, I can bet you that none of them are honored. None of them are named after streets or monuments in France. But France can do well to name streets and monuments after their people in Niger. Niger, you are doing wonderfully well. You have to completely, totally eradicate everything that reminds you of them so that you can heal from this past and be able to do better in the nearby future. And I hope that everything works out with the alliance that you are forming with Mali and Burkina Faso, so that collectively, the three of you can reposition your country and flourish and prosper and stabilize your countries together.